BJ, what was that experience like? Was that everything you kind of hoped it would be?
Yeah, it was everything and more. There's nothing more you can ask for. Senior night, first off to get the win, and for it to be a great game like that. The circumstances, the situation, first ranked matchup in CFE history. Night Nation turned out big time for us, and gave us that energy, gave us that boost. It was great. I couldn't think of a better way for us to end our careers at home. I think we're all just so grateful and honored to have put on the UCF jersey and been able to represent UCF, represent student body, represent leadership here. It's been an honor, and now we're just moving forward to Temple on Saturday, and get ready for conference tournament, get ready for the NCAA tournament.
BJ, I just want to kind of go with you and take you back. 2 minutes left. They just make a 7-0 run. I just want to know, what are you thinking in your head? Obviously the weight of the game and everything. What's going through your head? Because you scored the next 6 points for the team. But it was more than that. It was the rebounds, things like that. What's going through your head during these moments?
Honestly, at that point, with the game being the last game here, just Coach always talks about getting lost in the fight. That's kind of I've been our saying, to get lost in the fight, kind of get lost in the game. I think that's what a lot of us did tonight. The entire team, we just got lost in the game. So I honestly wasn't even thinking about that. I was just going possession at a time, and just trying to do whatever it took for us to win the game, honestly. And I'm just thankful for my teammates for putting the ball in my hands and allowing me to do what I do.
Taco, your mom picked the right game to come into her first game, huh?
She absolutely did. It was great just seeing. That was the first time seeing me play. I think the last time she saw me, I was probably still a little baby. Definitely shorter, skinnier, but it was great seeing her and my little brother too.
She didn't storm the court, did she?
Oh no! I would not want her to do that either.
Taco, I wonder, with your family here and the atmosphere and the opponent and this being your senior night, where this ranks for you as far as your basketball memories in your life?
It's up there, I'll say that, just because of everything that we've been through the last couple of years. Everything that we fought. BJ, me, a couple of our teammates have been through a lot. My family has been through a lot, and just seeing all the sacrifices that we made just pay off, and it's just a great feeling. I can't describe it.
Did any part of this game kind of feel like the Cincinnati game from 2 years ago on senior night?
Oh yeah, especially that free throw with Chad. I had flashbacks of because I made the last 2 free throws during that game too, and I had a couple of flashbacks. I was like, man, we gotta get those free throws. But he made one, and we got a couple of stops and finished out the game.
You celebrate with the players and the students on the court, but then afterwards you go and find your mother and you give her a hug in the stands. What was that moment like? Emotional, obviously, but.
It was. I don't know what to say. It was indescribable. Just everything that I had been holding in the last couple of weeks. I was just trying to focus on the game, so I didn't really show a lot of emotion. But afterward, I just broke down. I was like, man, I felt like I was dreaming. 7 years is a long time for you not to see, somebody that pretty much raised me, and I miss my brother growing up and all the sacrifices that I've made. I just started thinking about it. I was like, yeah, I gotta go and give her a hug.
Taco, you talked a little bit about, the last time you saw your mom and things like that. And, being here at UCF, saw you when, you were coming off the bench, Justin McBride and things like that. But seeing you speak, shows kind of like the maturation process you've had. Can you talk a little bit about your growth, your leadership growth, how you've changed just as a man on the court and just as a man overall?
It's all credit to all the people God put in my circle. They have helped me tremendously. The coaches, from the first year to when Coach Dawkins got here, from the first meeting we had, everything we had talked about, and he's a man of his word, and he has helped me tremendously. And also, I'm a man of faith, so I worked my tail off, and I just believed in God, and just everything else took care of itself. But like you said, I could see my growth both on and off the court, and I came here as a young man. I'm a grown man, and especially leadership-wise, I feel like I made a big stride on that part. But I feel better overall.
Taco, you had an experience at center court with the student body that nobody ever gets to see that angle? A 7'6" guy looking out, and all he sees is a sea. What was that like?
Like you said, I'm up there, so I can pretty much see everybody. You can see all the excitement, you can see all the joy, you can see. I could see my teammates' face. Especially you. So yeah, I mean, it felt great just seeing all those people happy, man. You know, and everything that we have worked for paying off. That was exciting.
Back to win this over top 20 teams. You guys are really playing your best basketball than you need to.
Yeah, for sure. Like I said, I mean, this is what you want. You want to be playing your best basketball moving towards March, and we are. So, I mean, for us, we just got to stay focused, stay locked in. And, you know, we beat, you know, 2 teams, top 25 in the country now. You know, we've shown what we can do. We just got to, you know, go out there and keep believing every night and just keep getting better, you know, and have the confidence that we can beat anybody in the country.
BJ, you know now that or at least you believe that this team is going to go to the NCAA tournament?
Yeah, I think we've shown we deserve that, you know, not even just saying that, you know, we've showed we've earned that, you know, we've earned that right now. I mean, with the teams we beat, with the way we've played over the past few weeks and our whole body of work over the season, you know, so for us, I mean, like I said, it's about, you know, getting ready for Temple Saturday, getting ready, you know, to go, you know, make a run in the conference tournament and getting ready for the NCAA tournament.
In that conference tournament, you might meet this NC team again. What's it been like playing in these 2 games? Just describe what it's like playing them.
Physical. Dog fight, as you can see, it's just physical out there. There's a lot of bodies banging, a lot of people hitting the floor. But that's what we're down with that. We're good with that. So that ain't no problem. We will welcome seeing them again.
What does a win in a night like this, with, you know, a lot of emotions running high, with, you know, UCF Night Nation coming out and supporting, what does it do for your team as a whole? How does that improve your team, or, you know, how does that affect you guys?
Night Nation was great for us tonight. I mean, the turnout was great, and, you know, moving forward, I mean, that's what we hope for these guys that come after us, you know, every night. Just not on a night like tonight, on senior night, when honoring us, you know, they're gonna need their support, you know, in the years to come. So like I said, they were great, and I know, you know, for me and Taco, you know, it's just been an honor to, you know, represent UCF, and for me personally, representing Orlando and playing for my hometown has just been an honor.
BJ, Taco, obviously you guys got, you know, a victory, but over this stretch you guys been playing your best basketball. Y'all been hunting everybody else, but now, you know, you kind of switch seats a little bit as you knock down another ranked team, and you're going to become the hunted. How do you guys kind of change and make sure you focus on that mentality?
Yeah, I mean, but we feel like we've been the hunted all season, honestly. I mean, we came in preseason #1 pick. I mean, everybody was coming after us. We wanted everybody's target, you know. And we've gotten everybody's best shot all season. So, I mean, for us, you know, that's nothing new. We've been getting hunted all year.
Taco, I know your host family spent the better part of the last 7 years trying to bring your mother here. What has your experience been like with them, and how much did that mean to you that they made that conceited effort to reunite you guys?
I mean, it's not even host family; it's family. It's part of my family, and they have done so much for me. I can't even say everything that they have sacrificed themselves just to get me where I am today. And it's hard. It can be hard, especially with you know, all the attraction, all the attention that I attract. But they've been there for me, and they have helped me a lot, and I'm very thankful to have them in my life.
Anything else for these guys?
BJ, were you inspired by Matt Williams doing a little bit of crowd surfing there? I noticed Matt was doing that a couple years ago.
Yeah.
You did it too.
I learned the form from him. You know, I learned how to get up there and really spread it out.
All that weight.
Huh? They should have picked you up. That would have been a real sight.
Nah, I'm too high to the ground.
Huh?
That fall might be tough.
You right your head to hit the rack.
Oh, facts.
Anything else?
Appreciate it, guys.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks
for everything.
Well, first of all, just what a game and what an environment. I mean, I just think, you know, the atmosphere here was electric. You know, I put our arena up against anyone's in our conference with the energy and enthusiasm that everyone displayed tonight. Our students came out, our community were here, and I don't think we win the game if they don't, you know. So we said it probably about 20 times since I've been coaching here. You know, we're going to have to do this together, and tonight is another example of us doing it together. Community, our student body, and our players. So I'm really proud of everyone for their contributions, and we beat a very, very good basketball team today at home. We both have a lot to play for. I think you could tell by the way both teams, you know, were competing, that there was a lot of respect for each other because, you know, everyone left it on the floor tonight.
What does it mean to you for your seniors who have done so much for this program to have a night like this on their senior night and winning a big game in this environment and celebrating with everyone? What does it mean to you to have those guys experience that?
Well, I told you I would be emotional tonight. Just memories of all of those players and just watching them grow up in our program over the last 3 years. And, I put a lot on them before this game, during my, pregame speech. One of the last things I said was, seniors, you lead the way. We want you guys to lead the way. You've led the way all season long. This shouldn't be any different. And guess what? They all responded and gave us something when we needed it.
You talk about BJ's play down the stretch. I think he scored 7 of the last 8 points, and just kind of do what he does.
Exactly what you said. He does what he does. He loves the moment. I never have to worry about, when I'm running his plays and calling things for him down the stretch of the game because I know he relishes that time. He really steps up and he usually saves his best for last, and he did it again tonight. And just really proud because basketball were hard to come by. As you could tell, 2 of the best defensive teams in our conference and in the country. You're not going to get anything easy. You're going to have to earn every one of them. And he did that down the stretch for us.
And that's just what you expected from Cincinnati, another tough physical game.
Oh, absolutely. I expected that from them. That's the way they play. They bring energy. They bring effort on every possession. And if you don't match that, then it's going to be a tough night for you. And fortunate night, we were able to match that energy and that effort, and we came out on top.
Coach, talk about your defensive game plan for Jared Cumberland.
Jared, you're not going to stop Jared Cumberland, and we didn't stop him tonight. We just try to slow him down some, and it takes a team effort to stop him or slow him down. And for us, we made sure everybody knew where he was on the floor at all times because he makes so many things happen. Not only does he score the basketball, he's a very good passer of the basketball. So we want to make sure we're just aware of where he is at all times and really give him the ultimate respect to stand with him as much as we can. And I thought the guys that had the primary assignment did a good job of that tonight.
Joey, seniors come and go every senior night. It's generally emotional, but Taco had a particularly interesting set of circumstances tonight. What was this week like for him from your observations, and how much do you think all of this meant to him?
I think it meant the world to Taco to have his mom here to witness this game on senior night. He's had a terrific experience in this country since he's been here, and his 4 years at UCF have been special. He's done some amazing things, and he came here to do those things, and to see him and accomplishing them right now, I think for all of us, it's been so exciting to see. I think he had a chance to kind of adjust with his mom because she came on Sunday, so she had some days of being with her, which I thought would be good as opposed to her popping up right on game day. I couldn't imagine how he would feel having not seen your mom in 7 years and you see her right before you play the game or that day. So I thought her coming, early was really, really good because he had a chance to adjust to her being here.
What's the biggest improvement he's made, Taco, over the last 4 years?
His mindset. I would think the biggest improvement has been his mindset. He's getting to a point now, and I think right before our eyes as the season starts to come to an end, the regular season starts to come to an end, you see a player that goes out there now with a mindset to try to dominate. He used to come out there and just play the game. Then he started competing. Now he comes out, he tries to dominate, and I think that's something that has been very good to watch his kind of development in that area. We could talk about his running and his footwork and low post moves, but I think the biggest improvement he's made in 4 years has been his mindset of how good he can be in this game and how he really can impact the game on both ends of the floor.
As a coach, how do you encourage that mindset to change or to grow?
I challenged him. I challenged him and we push him. We push him to where we think he can be. And he's great because he wants to be coached. And so I really appreciate him allowing us to push him. He's 7'6", he's 300 pounds. And like I said, he hadn't been playing as long as anybody on my team. So he's still getting through those things that a lot of players have already passed maybe in high school. He's still going through some of those things now. And he's at that phase now where he's making another jump in his game. And it's mainly because of his mindset. He's changed it to a point where he realizes how well he can impact the game. And he's going out there excited to go out there and do that.
Coach, you picked up a lot of momentum in the last couple of weeks. How do you get the guys to keep the pedal down?
We have to stay hungry. I mean, we should not be satisfied. I mean, we have another game to play, in our conference. There's a lot riding on this game coming up on this next conference game for us. So we still have everything to play for in the regular season to see where we finish. And then we're in the conference tournament where everybody starts back over again with another opportunity to play for another championship. So, I think with everything in front of us, I think our guys, especially our seniors that understand, they've been through this before 2 years ago when we went to NIT and we were playing and they saw how exciting that was. Well, now we have a chance to do some things even, beyond that. And so I'm excited for these guys.
Coach, oh shoot,
I thought I was supposed to have a senior moment, man.
Oh, my question. Where in the world did you get Frank Burt's? He was all over the place and was essential because of the extra possessions he was getting over and over. I know we've seen him hit threes and things like that, but it was the extra possessions.
Well, this right now, Frank has a certain role for us as you'll see his role expand in the future, of course. He's a terrific player. I mean, he can do a lot of things well for you on the floor, from rebounding the basketball to running down 50-50 balls to defensively making plays. Of course, we already know he can really shoot the basketball from the perimeter. I love his game. That's the jackrabbit right there. He's all over the place. He's fast, he's active, and he's fearless. And so really excited about him being in our program, and he's really given us a big lift in a number of games this season, and I'm just really happy for him.
Did Aubrey's back flare up, and how is he?
Yeah, he tweaked his back, during a stretch in the game, and he just couldn't come back. He tried, and he just couldn't come back. So hopefully, everything will be okay. We have unbelievable trainers and strength and conditioning coaches, so they'll be getting with him, I'm sure, this evening and to tomorrow, and hopefully they can get him, moving properly again, and he'll be ready for the game on Saturday.
What do you know about Temple? It was your first conference game, and not just senior night for them. It's kind of senior night for Fran, that being his last home game.
Yeah, it's Fran's probably the oldest coach that I've known in the conference. I've known him the longest, and great coach and an unbelievable man. And I'm sure it's going to be an emotional day for them with the seniors and also his last day coaching at Temple, and that last regular season game coaching at Temple. So I think it's going to be an amazing atmosphere for them. I expect the gym to be packed, everyone coming out and, want to be a part of that last game on that court. So we have to be ready. And I haven't seen him since you said the first game of the season or so. So I'm going to start studying him tonight, but I know they have terrific guard play. Guys like Shiz Austin, guys like Quentin Ross. I mean, these guys are as good as any guards in our conference and in the country. So I already know that. And also Pierre Louis, who I think is probably one of the most improved players in our conference this year as well.
Coach, the last time you played Cincinnati, again, went down to the wire, similar to how it went tonight. But since then, 4 straight wins for you guys. So has something clicked or changed in the last 4 games or even tonight, that has changed the locker room atmosphere or the setting?
Well, no, not really. I think we have been playing well most of the season, and these games are tough down the stretch. We knew coming down the stretch of the last 5 or 6 games or so for us that was going to be really, really challenging. And our guys, they really responded. We talked about it actually. Like, here are the games we have coming up, and our guys, say, hey, okay, we take them one at a time and we just go out there to compete. I think the game at Cincinnati helped us. That was a tough, hard-fought game, and I think we learned a lot, from them, and not just to play them again, but we learned a lot from that game in order going forward with the rest of our opponents, and that really was helpful. Just the understanding of how important every possession is, realizing how important every possession is, and understanding how defense and rebounding really is going to be the separator, because all these teams are really good, and that's kind of how we've kind of moved forward.
What do you learn from tonight's game?
I learned that our guys have amazing courage. I mean, they made several runs that a lot of times, teams could falter. But our guys responded every time they made that run and they cut that lead to 2 or they tied the game. Guys stepped up, big rebounds, big possessions, big scores, opportunities like free throws by, Chad, the free throw he made. That was a huge free throw. Before that huge rebound was probably one of the biggest rebounds we've gotten this year. And he steps up and goes 1 for 2 on the line, which really helps us. BJ coming down the stretch with tie ball games, making play after play is huge. And then the rest of the guys, Dayon Griffin and Terrell. Terrell hit a big 3 for us late in the game. And also I thought we did a great job while that was going on, containing Cumberland as best we could.
1 or 2 more. Speaking of those free throws, Taco had said he had flashbacks back to the last Cincinnati game when he hit those free throws. Speaking of Chad, did you kind of have those similar flashbacks, I guess, in those final seconds?
No, I didn't have those flashbacks for me. I didn't have those flashbacks. I was so locked in on, the moment and what we had to do based on what we were on defense or offense. I was just really engaged on, the managing of that game at that point in time. But I could imagine players, and having been a player myself, I could imagine that would happen. it's like deja vu a little bit in certain situations. But I was just pretty much locked in.
Nice to have your guys enjoy a court storming.
That was, you know, it really was, you know, and we have the best fans, you know that, and we have the best student body, and everybody, when they come out like this, I mean, Army, I said our strength is in our numbers, you know, we've said that all the time, and it is, and I think you saw it tonight when everyone stormed the court, just how many people that we have that are connected to our program, you know, our community and our student body, so it was great.
Thanks. Thank you, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, guys.
Well, congratulations to Central Florida. Obviously, big win for them. Maybe some people around the country realize how good they are. Obviously, we knew already, but you got to give them time to get Colin and Aubrey into the mix for their team. And once they've all gotten used to playing together, they've had a great basketball team. I knew it was a great win when we beat them at home, but we had too many breakdowns. We had a critical foul late that was the wrong play that really hurt us. And then we let BJ drive for a layup. And we don't do that stuff at Cincinnati. We don't give up layups and free throws late in the game. That's why we win close games. But tonight we gave up their last 4 points with 2 free throws and a layup. So we got what we deserved.
Coach, can you talk a little bit about kind of two things happened? Scott, can't remember the first name, and
Excuse me?
Scott, last name Scott. Trey Scott had 20 points and was kind of in a rhythm, developed a rhythm, got going.
They didn't. I'll answer that, and then you think about your next one. They didn't guard him, which we knew was going to be a part of their game plan, and he did a great job of capitalizing on that. I would say the thing I'm most happy with Trey is his 6 offensive rebounds. But their game plan, they clearly left him open all night.
What was most difficult about the nature of this game, seeing that it's a defensive matchup back and forth?
Well, obviously Taco presents a lot of problems, but Coach Dawkins does a great job. You know, they're a veteran, older team. They're extremely physical, and they protect the rim. You know, it's hard to get an easy basket against them. So you gotta not give them easy baskets, which we lost the game in, really, giving them too many easy baskets. So,
How do you handle someone like Taco? How do you both ends of the court?
try to not give him dunks.
How do you do that?
Can't let him get close to the basket with the ball.
Was the foul on BJ, that was the play that you felt like it was a mistake?
Yeah, we were supposed to be fouling Taco.
Coach, if you were to face UCF,
Because it was a 1-on-1, we had just talked about it in the timeout, that if they got the ball again, that we were going to battling for post position and get a fight, not intentional, but try to put him at the line in a 1-on-1.
Coach, if you were to see UCF maybe in Memphis in a couple weeks or a week and a half,
I said it would be the same game.
no adjustments, you think?
Oh, I'm sure we both make adjustments, but I'm sure it would probably turn out as another game, just kind of like the last 2 we played. But if I'm going to make adjustments, I'm not going to probably tell Coach Dawkins.
Why did Jerron have a hard time getting started?
He just didn't make shots tonight. You know, he's a great player, and he struggled with turnovers early. And you know, he had a lot of balls that he usually go down for him, just didn't go down. In fairness, I mean, but that happens to everybody.
Only 6 free throws. I know there was a one that got missed. Is that a product of the way the game was called, or the way you guys were attacking or not attacking?
No, we tried to attack.
What happened with Trevor Moore in front of the bench there?
I don't know. You got. What do you mean?
Well, he went down, and then there was a flagrant call.
I didn't see it. He told me somebody hit him in the face, but I didn't personally see it. They called a flagrant. I don't know. So you might have had a better shot at it. I did not see it in live play, but obviously somebody hit him because they went to the monitor and gave us 2 in the ball.
Did you run out of things to tell Jaron? I mean,
No.
obviously it's frustrating.
I got a lot of problems. That's not one of them.
Yeah.
He's got to do a little bit. He's not going to make every shot every game. That's just not fair. He's a great player. He's had an unbelievable year. But he his passing has got to be the key when teams are doing what they're doing to him. You know, the pass he made to Kane for the shot at the top of the key, I don't know if that tied the game or what, you know. That he's got to have more of those plays. When he's had those, that's how we won at home. He did it for Justin Jennifer.
The three at the end, I'm
But
assuming.
in fairness, I mean, he hit a lot of shots tonight, just didn't go down for him. It normally do. But that happens to all good players on all teams.
The three at the end, I assume multiple options.
A lot of options. But I told Justin if they fall asleep, keep your eye, you know, because they'll probably be caught up in the wrap, you know, trying to the wrap and pop stuff for Trevor and Jaron. Justin did a great job. It was a great pass by him. Just didn't go down. I mean, you can't, as a coach, you got to, if you get a good look like that late in the game, you got to be happy.
I'm sure you're frustrated in general, but you're down by 8 at halftime. You come back, you have a chance to.
No, I'm not frustrated. I just don't like to lose. Disappointed in a few of the plays because we usually play really smart at the end of the game. That's why we win. We didn't play smart. You can't lose on layups and free throws. Team beats you team makes shots and beats you, shake their hand and get on to the next game. In a close game, you can't lose on layups and free throws.
Do you erase this right now?
I don't erase anything. I'll wake up in July and think about this. It's the curse of coaching. And I think if you don't, Scott, then you probably need to retake. It's probably had enough. If the losses don't bother you. No, we need to realize that it doesn't take talent to play smart. It has nothing to do with winning. Talent has nothing to do. Dribbling, passing, and shooting are just parts of the game. Doing what you're told on a defensive assignment is just as important as making a shot. We didn't do it tonight, so we're not going to erase it. We better learn from it because it's getting real close to really every game we play. Sunday we're playing for a league championship, then we're going to a tournament to play for a championship, and then we're going to the NCAA tournament to play for a championship. So we lose one now, it really is going to kill you for the rest of the year. So you got to learn. You don't erase it. You got to learn from it. All you can do now for Sunday is rest. You got to get some rest. Quick turnaround for all of us. I mean, they got to go to Philly. Houston played tonight. They got to come to Cincinnati. That's all you can do. Rest, but you better learn from it. Erasing it's not. This isn't Little League, my man. It's not okay. Not at Cincinnati. You're going to hear about it. You don't do what you're supposed to do. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.